Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap, or should I say my final recap and final thoughts on Steins Gate 0 and episode 23. Now, this episode right here, I think it gave out a really nice finale to the series, and I believe there is supposed to be an OVA episode coming out towards the end of this year, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I hope to see that subbed out as fast as it can, or maybe a raw version of it, because I need to know of a better extended finale, you know? So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that everything changed a bit with Amadeus gone, etc. And of course, like, things changed up a bit here and there, you know? If you guys watched the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you did, excuse me, if you did not watch the episode, you'll be very confused. As we can see, after stopping or deleting Amadeus in last week's episode, Okabe sees to it that the events have changed a bit. As for Leskin himself, he points a gun at Okabe at one point in one scene and asks him what the hell is going on. But Moeka saves Okabe in the nick of time, while all the soldiers who were attacking Mayuri and Suzuha, they were all killed by Kagari. And Kagari and Suzuha actually clashed against each other because Kagari does not want Mama Mayuri to go, because if Suzuha changes the past, there'll be a point where Kagari-chan and Mayuri may not meet at all, and Kagari does not want that. And she does not even care if the whole world goes to hell or everyone dies or something. This is not what I want. But Mayuri encourages Kagari otherwise, you know? She says, I know how you feel, but I want to save someone who's very important to me, and he is my Hikoboshi, you know? Etc. And that's when, Okabe comes up and convinces Kagari, if you can't handle that, go with Mayuri then. Because Mayuri is my precious hostage, you know? Even Kagari asked Okabe one question, do you believe, are you okay with Mama Mayuri being gone? And Ho and Kyoma tells Kagari this, I don't care where she goes and I don't care where she's heading to, okay? I will go out of my lengths to reach her to the very end of the earth or to the very ends of time if I have to. Kagari-chan, convinced of Okabe and having a change of heart, she decides to help Moeka hold off the guards off for a little bit so Mayuri and Suzuha could go. And therefore, we see to it that Suzuha and Mayuri successfully flies back to the past for a little bit. And for that time, Mayuri's future self decides to make a phone call to her past self by telling her, you know, Okabe or Ho and Kyoma might be in depression right now. I want you to snap him out of it. I'm just going to put it in simple words like that. If you guys played the visual novel or even watched this episode, you will understand that future Mayuri's message to her past self after the one-time machine that the past Okabe went to the another past, you know, while the future one arrives right on time, just did it this way. Future Mayuri tells past Mayuri in the cell phone talk, slap some sense out of him. And eventually that does work. And we end up hearing the song Hacking Through the Gate while Mayuri and Suzuha are going to be trapped in the ends of time for a while, you know? As for Okabe himself from the future, he finally gives a video to Okabe Rintaro, his past self. And this is how it's going to work, etc., you know? So yeah, pretty much it was successful, and Okabe, well, the future in the alternate timeline, that is, ends up having to get ready to enter the time machine to go find Suzuha and Mayuri. And of course, Kagari-chan is there along with young Suzuha, with Kagari-chan holding her hand for a bit, etc. And ends up giving Okabe the freaking Upa that she held on to from her mother that gave it to her, you know? And Okabe ends up using the time machine, and we hit the credits here and there. But there was a post-credit scene. I'm pretty sure if you guys are true Steins Gate fans, you will understand that there was a post-credit scene. And the credits, I'm pretty sure, won't last too long. And we see to it that there's Mayuri and Suzuha in 18,000 BC, or right all the way into the place where, I don't know, where everything was about to begin. And we see to it that Okabe ends up showing up right in front of him, and Mayuri and Suzuha cries in tears of joy, and he goes like, sorry for making you guys wait, and it ends up there. Yeah, I know. Now, I let you guys know right away, before I get into my final thoughts, etc. about the series in general, that I decided to go take a look at the true ending of the Steins Gate Zero visual novel. Big spoilers, by the way. If you guys watch my recap, you've already been spoiled anyway, etc. But aside from that, like I said, I went to go see Steins Gate Zero's true ending around the internet. And apparently it is the same thing, but not with this extended or added scene, with Okabe arriving right in the nick of time where Suzuha Mayuri is at and says, sorry to keep you guys waiting, etc. And yeah, I know, Steins Gate Zero's true ending had the same one as this one right here, but this one in this episode added more to that, like an extended finale or something. Not to a finale that I'm really satisfied with, but to a point that I would say, okay, there's the OVA. And I've been reading some comments from other people that said that the OVA of Steins Gate Zero is gonna be related to the Deja Vu movie, and it's gonna be connected to the true ending of Steins Gate Zero, which I don't really know much about. Like I said, I don't know. I have to wait, like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait a couple months before that OVA gets released, because that OVA is gonna get released in December, which I hate the fact that I have to wait. Yes, I know. All you who are anime onlys, especially me, and I've been saying this for a while, that I have been an anime only watcher for a very long time. Yeah. Aside from that, I'm looking forward to the OVA. Yeah. Okay. Enough of me being off topic and finally giving out my final recap. Let's get into my final thoughts of this series. When I started watching this series, I thought it was pretty cool. Although it looked really simple, if I had to explain the simple plot line of the entire series of Steins Gate Zero, is like, put it this way, okay? I know what I'm saying might be stupid or something, or in simplicity, etc. Is that Okabe is just in a depressed mood and just wants to live out his life with Mayuri without Kurisu that just gotten killed, you know? He decides not to save her. But after going through certain events, and then after, like, towards the end of the series, of course, in the last couple of episodes, Okabe decides to, like, get himself back on his feet again and decides to find the Steins Gate World line. And of course, the way how the finale shows it, yeah, that's how I could say it. So all I could really say is that this is just an alternate future of what would happen if Okabe did not save Kurisu, you know, at all. And of course, you know, after a lot of things happening here and there and changing things, messing with time, things gotten back on check, and then, you know, this finale of Steins Gate Zero, you know, shows that Okabe helped out the past, and then later on he's going to go find Suzuha and Mayuri. I know what I'm saying is very confusing, etc., but like I said, this series is not as crazy or extreme compared to, like, the original series, the Steins Gate series, but I still had my fun and enjoyment here and there. It's not as fun, I will be honest with you. Well, okay, it was a little fun here and there. It's just like, I don't know, there's something in Steins Gate Zero that's missing that makes Steins Gate, the original one, so much better than this one. I know many people and all you guys might be telling me that, well, you know, this is an alternate of what would happen thing, you know? So you can't really, like, expect a lot. I won't deny that, but it actually gives out a little bit more of different organizations and maybe some things trying to get back on track, but yeah. So I struggled real hard what I want to give this series. I was thinking about 7 out of 10, but maybe 8 out of 10 because the way how the finale was done, especially when I compared the true ending of Steins Gate Zero to this one. I gotta say, I think it earns an 8 out of 10, but I still struggle mentally. Like, I think it earned a 7 or out of 10 or 8 out of 10. So I'll stick to something around 7 to 8 out of 10 in general. Okay, that's my final thoughts. The series was pretty cool. It wasn't as extreme or as fun as it would be compared to the original Steins Gate, but this one was still fascinating. And of course, the way how it ended right there. I really hope that OVA of Steins Gate Zero extends or expands on the finale of Steins Gate Zero in general. Seriously, the way how it ended right there with just Okabe arriving right on time, even though he arrives to save Mayuri and Suzuha, it still bothers me. I'm like, can't they just go back and then just everyone says, oh, yay, yay, just hug it, group hug or something? That would have been satisfying. But we'll have to see. I swear, so many creators of visual novels or anyone else does these kinds of endings, you know? Something that's like, oh my gosh, it's a finale, but you leave it open-ended. Like, think about the time with Your Name movie. Exactly, right? So, yeah. Anyways, like I said, this is my final thoughts and final recap. Those guys who are anime only, especially me, I had some fun here and there for Steins Gate Zero, but those guys who love the series, I hope you had a lot more fun than I did. But for me, it had some nice moments here and there, but not as extreme. So like I said, again, my score is like 7 to 8 out of 10, you know. I mean, stated my reasons here and there, but still had some fun. I would go back, maybe look at the dub of certain versions of the dubbed scenes of Steins Gate Zero, etc. But that's about it. But aside from that, the way how it ended, it was a nice open finale, that's for sure. So I better hope that the OVA, which a lot of people have been telling me that they believe that OVA will be connected to the Deja Vu movie of Steins Gate, and this one, and maybe extended finale of Steins Gate Zero as well. But I'm not really sure about that, but we'll have to see. Aside from that, this ending of Steins Gate Zero's anime compared to the true ending of Steins Gate Zero in the visual novel is much better. That I will tell you for sure. That I'm deadly serious. That I will tell you for sure. You don't believe me? Go make a comparison. You will understand that this ending might be more satisfying compared to the Steins Gate Zero's true ending. That I would say for sure. So until then, I hope you guys had a lot of fun writing with the series or watching the series week by week as much as I did, though not too much. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out, bye bye. Toot toot.